Hello Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your energy Astroflower reading, going from the 16th to the 22nd of June. Hope you're doing well. Did you see the message from energy? If you did, you know we're going to be talking about sowing seeds, how you can sow the seeds for your future, because we will be reaping those rewards in the coming months. We also talked about the elements as well, and we did the chakra sequencing, and the elements were all into a combination between earth and water and fire. But looking at the sun at the moment, I think we're going to be mainly looking at earth and water, which does sort of play very well within your flower. And I think where the energy is helping you here, it's helping you from a transition from something from the past into the future, which bodes a lot better for you. But in the meantime, let's just pick up some messages from the energies and also chakra sequencing as well. So without further ado, let's just get into that sort of connection, finding that 0 point energy. It's all about your emotions this week. This is what the energy seems to be coming through. It's a lot bluer, the energy that's coming through. And I think this is all to do with your emotions as well. It's sometimes difficult for Taurus to explain their emotions because they tend to explain their life through their actions. So sometimes actions can speak louder than words. And I totally get that. As a Capricorn, I totally understand it. But this is where you need to allow your emotions and to be very clear in your communications, so you can build from a past into the future for you, because that's where your water seems to be playing in more than anything else. Let's just see what the message is that comes in from the energy. Okay, so you appear, and this is where you can really use your voice of what you feel inside and how you see things in order to progress life. This is where your voice becomes a clear ringing bell within the world that is around you. And I wouldn't block those emotions or the communications within you. I would ring that bell loudly so everybody feels and knows that Taurus is moving forward. And this is about planting your seeds for the future. If you're really true to your emotions and true to that communication, this is where you're going to be setting up a situation where everybody will be very clear about where you are going. And yes, you should be following where you should be going. But at the same time, it's going to give you a much greater chance to reap what you sow, as it were. And it should be done out of peace. There's no forcing of anything. It's just pure communication from within more than anything else. Okay? So let's just see if that communication goes anywhere else. Do not try and carry the entire world upon your shoulders, Taurus, which you tendency to do because you're like that. You like to carry people, help people, and so forth. But just be very wary that you don't try and get freeloaders upon your shoulders more than anything else. Okay, just because you have a clear vision of where you're going. Okay, let's just see if there's anything else. Yeah, you're breaking out of a situation or a repetitive scenario. This could be within your work or within your relationship side here. And you're really starting to take a direction because it should become very clear for you. And it's stimulating that whole desire to get on and live life, because life is for that. Life is for living. And I think the more that you engage in your life, the more that you live your life, the greater the results you will get out in the future. Okay? So, and you're definitely heading towards sunshine, heading towards your happiness through the self-exploration and the expression of what you so wish. Yeah, there's some people that are just going to fade away, but then that's probably a good thing for you as well. Okay, so that seems to be coming through on the energy. Let's just see what's going on with the chakra sequencing, shall we? Finding that 0 point energy again. There we go there. Okay, so we've got the crown and the root. The root has got like itchy feet. I think you want to get things moving on. You want to take things to the next level. I got a funny feeling that's within your financial world of what you're doing in the way of a job, business or project, but at the same time, it will obviously change your relationship side, your family, your friends, the community that is around you. The crown chakra doesn't seem to be very heavy. It's very light, which we saw in the messages for energy. Therefore, your consciousness should be very clear for you, very light, not taking on the stress and strains of the world that is around you. It's now on the move. It's moving towards the throat chakra, much more than the third eye chakra, because I think communication is definitely key this week here. Being honest with yourself, be honest with the world around you. You will not suffer any sort of blockages going forward if you approach life in that sort of sense there. And some people do not wish to hear the truth, and that is their problem, not yours. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I would just be very true to yourself, be very peaceful with you in the way in which you communicate, non-forceful, just sort of saying, I would like to experience that. I would like to be doing that. That's the job I wish to be going forth and earning or taking up that new position. And being very forthright about it, I think will serve you and differentiate you from the crowd, as it were. Be that ringing bell that everybody can hear. Okay, so it's moving on again now. And it's moving on to the solar plexus. Solar plexus, it's certainly got a bit of determination. It's certainly got your energy in there, Taurus. You have great determination when you apply yourself. And we saw the solar plexus in the messages from energy was really important. Once you start applying that determination, that confidence that you know you can have within you when you're doing something, that's when the doors are going to open for you to plant those seeds for a greater future for you. Okay? There is other things as well to do with the solar plexus here, where I would just be a little bit wary of some people. That's why I said about freeloaders. There's someone here that sort of wants to I don't want to say stab you in the back, but it's a little bit like that. And I wouldn't worry about them. You know, bulls tend to have tend to have thick skin. So I would just literally sort of keep following on where you're going, but note those who are trying to sort of stop you or harm you from going forward where you want to be. And they may not be obvious to see that all the time, but you will definitely feel it within your solar plexus. If you feel the energies, you will see that and feel it within the communication and the connections with the people that are around you. It's now moved on to the sacrum. Now that sacrum is all about those fundamental desires and being absolutely clear. I think you do need to have that balance between work and play. I think you need to be enjoying this transition that you're going through, and it's a beautiful transition for you by the sounds of it. Once you recognize that and you get that inner peace and balance within you, now the solar plexus is kicking back in again, and that allows you that determination, not just the confidence, but that determination to go after what you want. It's now gone back to the crown and the root. Seems to be a lot quicker, and it's gone back to the central point there. But it seems to be, your energy seems to be a lot quicker than most other signs at the moment. So this may mean that you're really starting to take some good strides forward, that you're planting some really good foundational seeds for your future. Absolutely beautiful for you, really, Taurus. Let's just have a look at what's going on with your Astroflower and the elements within your Astroflower. Now, as you can well see here, you've got your Astroflower, which is just up here. Petal 10 has got a base of fire and air. So that is what that ringing out about things and having that determination and that speedy sort of energy that's coming through you. But you're looking for combinations between earth and water. And you don't really have that on your Relationship side, you have the earth energy in the base petals of petals 1 and 2. That's your karmic path and your synchronicities with the world that is around you. But then you have water on your financial side, which is to do with petals 3 and 4, karmic path of your financial side and synchronicities, where you have mutable and fixed water that comes through there, and it mixes with your fixed fire. So I think the main sort of transitional thing is that water going between petals 5 and 8 and 7 and 9. That's between the past and the future, both on your relationship side and on your financial side. On your relationship side, you get that cardinal water that comes through there from Cancer. So that's concerned with family, friends, that sort of thing. And there's a real transition that's going on here. And this is where I think you're going to see very clearly the people that are trying to help you rather than hinder you going forward. And that is going to be able for you to feel that, because it's going through that fixed earth, which is just on the outside there. You can just see that on the outside. That cardinal water is coming through your fixed earth that comes through it. You know, and with that cardinal earth that is definitely taking a direction on your relationship side. So it's all about implementing the foundations, the sowing of the seeds for you as you go forward. Let's just pull a few cards here. See what's on the karmic path on your relationship side. Patience is a virtue. Converting night into day. I think this is where you're building towards your sunny or happy future. Is a direction that you need to take. Once you take that direction, as you can see just up there, you can see on petal 2, you get that cardinal fire that comes in from your neighbor, Aries, and that gives you that passionate direction for you to be taking. On the synchronicities of the world around you, you get the 9 of Cups. You're ringing the bell. You're actually providing a great service for everybody around you by being absolutely clear with your inner vision and having that communication. Now, what's that sort of water, that cardinal water that goes between your past and your future? You are manifesting, and that is what about planting those seeds are all about. If you look carefully at that card there, it looks like there's an infinity sign between the magician and the universe. And that's what you have within you, the capacity within you. Certainly with the synchronicities on the outside world, with the 9 of Cups as well. But you do need to be patient, because as I said, not everyone is going to celebrate your success. Okay, so just be very attentive about that, of converting night into day. And that's what you get, a little bit of that infinity sign between the moon and the sun there. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. And let's see what's going on with there. You get the 7 of Cups on your karmic path, on your relation, on your financial side. This is mutable energy. This is about knowing what sits right for you more than anything else. Clear communication with yourself so you can ring that bell of truth in the world around you. And it feels right to be going after something financially or career path or a business. If it feels right for you, then certainly follow it and allow it to go through. With that fixed energy that's coming in on your petal 4, your synchronicities and the outside world, you get the Ace of Pentacles. There is a great opportunity here for you. It's a real seed. This is about sowing the seeds for your future. There is a great connection with another person. And as I said, once you start communicating it and being that bell ringing out in the world that is around you, you are going to have people that are going to provide and help you succeed. And with those people, it's recognizing who are the people that's helping you to grow and who is not helping you to grow. What's the connection between your past and your future with that mutable water that goes between petals? 7 and 9, with that mutable water that comes in from Pisces, you get the Page of Wands. Being very passionate about it, learning about how you apply your passions in life. And that's where you can you don't have to carry the world upon your shoulders. Watch out for freeloaders, as I said, as you have got that determination from within you that you can go forward into life and start creating or sowing the seeds at least for the sunshine of your brighter future, your bright tomorrow. Okay, so there you go, Taurus. Thanking you very much for being here. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel through the YouTube system, through subscribing, liking and sharing. Don't forget about the energy videos that will be coming out over the weekend. Also, we've got the live on Sunday night at 2100 hours UK time. I will see you there or see you anywhere else on all the other videos. Lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.